Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Hate crimes in U.S. reach highest level in more than a decade. Hate crimes in the U.S. rose to the highest level in more than a decade as federal officials also recorded the highest number of hate-motivated killings since the FBI began collecting that data in the early 1990s, according to an FBI report released Monday. There were 51 hate crime murders in 2000, which includes 22 people who were killed in a shooting that targeted Mexicans at a Walmart in the border city of El Paso, Texas, the report said. The suspect in that August 2019 shooting, which left 24 other people injured, was charged with both state and federal crimes in what authorities said was an attempt to scare Hispanics into leaving the United States. There were 7,314 hate crimes last year, up from 7,120 the year before, and approaching the 7,783 of 2008. The FBI's annual report defines hate crimes as those motivated by bias based on a person's race, religion, or sexual orientation. Among other categories, some of the 2019 increases may be the result of better reporting by police departments, but law enforcement officials and advocacy groups don't doubt that hate crimes are on the rise. The Justice Department has for years been specifically prioritizing hate crime prosecutions. The data also shows there was nearly 7% increase in religion-based hate crimes, with 953 reports of crimes targeting Jews and Jewish institutions last year, up from 835 the year before. The FBI said the number of hate crimes against African Americans dropped slightly to 1,930 from 1,943. Wow, they just say that like that doesn't matter. But anyway, anti-Hispanic hate crimes, however, rose to 527 in 2019 from 485 in 2018. And the total number of hate crimes based on a person's sexual orientation stayed relatively stable, with one fewer crime reported last year compared with the year before, though there were 20 more hate crimes against gay men reported. As the data was made public on Monday, advocacy groups, including the Anti-Defamation League, called on Congress and law enforcement agencies across the U.S. to improve data collection and reporting of hate crimes. Critics have long warned that the data may be incomplete, in part because it is based on voluntary reporting by police agencies across the country. Last year, only 2,172 law enforcement agencies out of about 15,000 participating agencies across the country reported hate crime data to the FBI, the Bureau said. And while the number of agencies reporting hate crimes increased, the number of agencies participating in the program actually dropped from the year before. A large number of police agencies appear not to submit any hate crime data, which has been a consistent struggle for Justice Department officials. The total severity of the impact and damage caused by hate crimes cannot be fully measured without complete participation in the FBI's data collection process. The Anti-Defamation League president, Jonathan Greenblatt, said in a statement, an Associated Press investigation in 2016 found that more than 2,700 city police and county sheriff departments across the country had not submitted a single hate crime report for the FBI's annual crime tally during the previous 6 years. Greenblatt also said America must remove the barriers that too often prevent people in marginalized communities, the individuals most likely to suffer hate crimes, from reporting hate-based incidents, a sentiment shared by other advocates. The FBI's report is another reminder that we have much work to do to address hate in America. said Margaret Hung, the president of the Southern Poverty Law Center. So the hate crimes basically aren't being reported by a lot of the police stations, the city police station and the county sheriffs. I want to know why. And that's not hard to realize. Blacks have went down from 1,943 to 1,930. Those people don't want to report those hate crimes because they know the black numbers will be high. And they don't want to just show that. They had to show the Jews and the Hispanics showing their hate crimes to try to think that measure up to blacks. Blacks are the most hated people in America, whether they're brown, light, dark skinned, doesn't matter. If you're black, you're hated on. Now, the shooting in El Paso was very tragic. And I don't want to take anything from that or anything from those who have passed away from that. Any hate crime towards anybody is very, to me, very bad, as well as very, just very like non-emotional, like you showing your hatred towards somebody because they dress different than you or they look different than you. But blacks have been going through this for a long time. I only can speak through blacks. We've been hated and treated like crap from not only the system, but from the law enforcement of the system. And then it just shows you over 2,000 police based, whether it's the county, whether it's the city, have not reported any hate crimes. Why is that? Because they don't want you to see that they're very prejudiced, that the police used to be nothing more than wranglers, basically trying to range all the black people up and put them all in one spot, either murdering them or treating them like crap during the times of them being in the field and slavery, which slavery's still going on. It's just economic slavery now. So they've basically taken it out on you when it's dealing with money and finances. And when you get a loan, they give blacks more interest than they would do a white person. But this country, like my brother Pico was saying, is that they never meant for the product to ever have rights or to ever be considered a human being, which the product is, of course, the slaves or the ancestors of the slaves. And especially you being black, they don't want to see us as a group have anything. Because if we do, then that means they're fearful that we're going to overpower them or we're going to overtake them and the country, and they don't want that because they're afraid of what they did to us will do to them. But the hate crimes in America has always been here since we were kids or even before that. And the problem that we're having is the people that's higher up continuously wants to exterminate black people, as well as continue to hate and continue to show prejudice and show racism towards us to keep us under, so we'll never get up, so we'll never be on top of the system. Because if we're on top of the system or we strive past the system, it will be a problem, and it will continuously show that we're a threat because of where we want our status to be. And they don't want it to be that way. So that's why we continuously have hate crimes. I understand that homosexuality is big nowadays and stuff, but you cannot compare homosexuality to being black. I'm sorry. I understand people from that side will be upset with this video. That's fine. I still think it is wrong for somebody to be prejudiced against you because you like the same sex, but at the same time, homosexuals have to understand that they can hide their sex, but you cannot hide your color. And to me, being black in America is far more dangerous and far more non beneficial than it is to be gay. Whereas homosexuals have shown that they have taken over a lot of businesses and they have hired their own within. Whereas blacks, we don't get that opportunity. And if we do, we're always put in a position where it doesn't, to me, benefit us financially or benefit our family financially. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this. I think blacks are the most hated group in America. And I believe blacks continue to be hated. The numbers show that we're the most hated group in America, over 1,000, while everybody else is in the 500 or 800 range. And let me know, do you feel blacks are the most hated? Like I said, I believe they are. Or do you believe it's other groups that are hated more? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming content. And if you want to donate to the page, cash at me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you for listening. We out. Live boy.